How do you think it went?
Jim, there's a strong sense of unreality about it. I think what we've experienced has been impossible to imagine. As we began to plan, we had ideas, things we'd hoped for, and this has just so far exceeded those that it really has been as if God has been present among us and brought us together. I've looked around this group and thought, how did we get together? How did this happen? Because it just seems impossible that this group could have come together and that we could have achieved such depth. I mean, that's what has amazed me. This hasn't been superficial. This has been deep and life-changing for I would say, just about everybody here.
Did anything in particular stand out for you?
I think the deep sense that in African contexts we don't have safe, sacred places in which to engage with issues of sexuality. I mean, that's come out over and over again. All we did here was to facilitate, to enable something, to create a space where you were allowed to bring religious discourse and issues of sexuality together in the same room. And that just isn't allowed. It's not permitted. The gatekeepers of our churches, of our cultures, keep it out in African contexts. And so the people who came here after some initial, I think, and understandable anxiety about was this a safe place, discovered very quickly, that's something else that struck me, how quickly we as Africans felt comfortable in this space to become vulnerable, to begin to ask the questions, to begin to share our experiences. So for me, I think that is the thing that has struck me.
Where would you like to see it go?
More of this. I think as we met as the African participants, there was no doubt that we needed to take this further. It was important that we tried to do this in other African contexts, but that the same kind of process be used, a facilitative, enabling process which creates this safe and sacred place for people to come together around scripture, around theological reflection, around liturgy, and with others, people who are different from us, whether they be from other parts of the communion or from other churches or faith traditions. And it's just a deep sense that this cannot be anything but a beginning for replicating the process that we've been involved in other sites.
That'll do it.